2020 continues in the Atlantic Basin. We're now down to Vicky. A V storm will soon be using Wilfred, I think, probably the storm coming off the African coast, and then it'll be on to the Greek alphabet. Only the second time in history that's ever happened. It is a nasty, stormy night down there, folks, and I can't overemphasize the fact that, this storm, Sally, is not the largest we've ever seen. It's not the strongest we've ever seen, but it's very slow moving, and this general area is going to get pounded hour after hour for a couple of days, and that's bound to cause a lot of damage, a lot of storm surge flooding, a lot of wind damage and that kind of thing, and tremendous flooding too. Here's the storm tonight. It's not getting stronger, it's not getting weaker, it's holding its own. Peak winds 100 miles per hour. Here's the nasty number, west-northwest at 3 miles per hour. Essentially, it's not moving for all practical purposes, and it may sit there for quite some time. I think the change in strength will be very little overnight. It may increase a little bit. Late tomorrow could start weakening very slowly because of some wind shear, but basically we're talking about a Category 2 hurricane making landfall. The actual hurricane warnings go as far east now as Navarre Beach in Florida. That's a big change from earlier today. Storm surge issues will be major with this, 4 to 7 feet in Mobile Bay, 6 to 9 feet probably in some areas. And that combined with all that rain is going to be a major flooding issue. I fully expect downtown Mobile, good chance it does flood with this. Okay, the latest forecast track is slightly different. It's been nudged to the east just a little bit, both at landfall and then further down the road here. So the basic track now is near Mobile at landfall, maybe just west, then northeastward, winding up probably somewhere near Lee County or near Auburn by the time we get to Thursday evening. That's Thursday evening. Right now it's Monday evening, so a very slow moving storm. Peak winds down to 35 miles per hour when it's near Montgomery, as you can see Thursday morning. That could mean we'll get gusts in Birmingham to 25, 30, 35, something like that. Probably somewhat stronger in Greene and Hale counties where it may gust as high as 45 or 50 miles per hour. But it looks to me like the wind is not the major issue for us. I'm not concerned about spin-up tornadoes. It's mainly the rain and where the focus of the heaviest rain will be, and most likely that'll be very close to the track. So here's a forecast track of the heavy rainfall, and I think this is pretty good. It might have to be nudged a little bit southeastward, but I think it's got the basic idea. Tremendous amounts down here, maybe 16 to 20 inches, Mobile and Baldwin counties. Then occurs something like this. Montgomery could easily get as much as about 8 inches or so, and from there that heads to about Randolph County, maybe toward the city of Atlanta. Notice Birmingham very close to the northern edge, so we may only get 2 or 3 inches from this. One model that came in tonight has us only getting about 5/100ths of an inch. That may seem extreme and that might be too low, but the point is the heaviest rain is probably going to be just down to the south, and there may be serious flooding in much of South Alabama, maybe even up into east central counties too from this storm, which will move so slowly and dump so much rain. There's the eye tonight. Kind of opened up on the south end because of some dry air coming in, but that's where it is. And notice it's more or less spinning in the same place, just not moving. They're already into one of these rain bands on the outer islands here, and that misery is going to continue for a few days. My 7-day forecast for us: tomorrow 84, maybe a few showers, not really associated with the storm. Impact weather for Wednesday and Thursday, especially over southern parts of the area. Some rain will move in, may become heavy at times and continue into Thursday. Friday, still a chance of some lingering rain. We dry out this weekend and we get less humid too. Afternoon highs near 81, lows near 62. That is something to look forward to.